Got hammers like West Ham Texmen. You don't wanna see the gang vex, man. Pull up in 2-litre dingers and press that.
Selling bag, going ham in West like Declan Rice. Doing like popcorn, everything nice. Whoa.
Go on, Cam, mate.
Go on, so what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Hammers Fans United, and welcome to the player rating show. After it's fair to say, we just battered Norwich 2-0. Probably not the most comfortable result, but we made it look easy. We played it through. How are we feeling about the game, boys?
Who's joining us today? Forget me. Who we got? Come on, man. We've got to give this guy his homage every time. Special guest joining us. Who's the special guest? He's not a guest, but he is a guest. But yeah,
channel mascot.
Yeah, I'll snake in.
We've got Harry Geezer. You know, it's our privilege to have Harry Geezer joining us and giving his ratings. Let me just get to the comments and then we'll get into the player ratings. Right, so as always, big up the disabled team. Hi everyone. I couldn't watch the game, but congratulations, Bowen, 2 goals, and congratulations, West Ham up to 4. Thank you, Stuart, and thank you for tuning in. Should have had 5 today, Bowen. That's from Cams. What a performance. Okay, this is Cams. Hi brother Cams, how are you? 1 second. Boom, I'm buzzing after that really good performance, I think, from the boys today. Wasn't too confident today, I won't lie. Moyes wasn't going to let the players take the foot off the gas, but that's for sure. 1 sec. We see we got. I can see where they took the 2 best players. I think we knew it had in the bag. Boom, boom. I tried watching the stream and it gave up on it. Yeah, you know, I actually had success, and I'm not normally a stream person, but yeah, I was good. Here we go, disabled team. We have, as always, James Bong in the house. Thank you for joining. Evening to you, James.
Morning.
Hi, brother Cam, brother Titch, and brother Kieran. Come say hello, Darren. Join. Boom.
Shy.
Lee's in the house. Big up Lee. Lee Statham. Hope you're well, Lee. And hey, disabled team. Right, so okay, so you know, YouTube, you know, we'll wait for a few people, whatever. I won't be too long a show. Just we'll start with Kieran. Kieran, just without giving away too much, like, what was your overall opinion of the match? Like, yeah, just generally, how do you think the game went, basically?
Yeah, I don't think we played our best today, but overall we controlled the game. We controlled most of it in the first half. There was some lovely little interchange passing between Lanzini, Fornals, Bowen. Even Antonio was, you know, getting in sort of rough up the 2 centre halves. So it was all going to sort of plan without putting chances away. And so, yeah, and then the second half, it got a bit nervy there for about 10 minutes when we're only still 1-0 up. So, you know, like we all do. Whether Moyes was nervous, I don't know, but I was, because you never know with that. Every team's got a chance when only 1-0 down. Anything can happen. And nearly did with that Ida.
Yep.
That shot, and Fabianski had nothing to do with the game, and then pulls off and cracking a little save onto the post.
What a save.
So I'm really happy with that, because you know, it's hard for a keeper when he got nothing to do for 60, 70 minutes, and then
exactly
called us on. And I don't know what this what's his name, Richard, the bloody manager's doing, because the only guy that was threatening us was the Ida.
Yeah. Yeah.
I couldn't understand why he took him off. I thought, wow, I was delighted, because after that was it. I think once he went off, I don't think they really looked much of a threat. So yeah, and then got the next, and it was comfortable. I mean, really, on another day you score 4 or 5, wouldn't you?
Yeah, of course.
And we didn't, but it was a comfortable 2-0 win. Something I had predicted.
I was going to say that. Yeah. Again.
I got
again. Yeah, he's on a roll, and it's very hard to predict the correct score as well, man. So to get 2 on the trot, look, it's hard.
If you
Jesus, you got 2.
Yeah, if you had picked 4-0 though, you wouldn't have been wrong either, because it should have been.
Exactly.
You know.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's how hard it is to pick the bloody score. It's a lot down to luck, isn't it? So,
and to get 2 in a row is quite unique. And you obviously done 2-0 against Leeds, didn't you, in the cup?
Yeah.
And then 2-0 here, and you know both of them was quite late for the second goal as well. So yeah, it's seriously like that's I don't know. I mean, there's no you don't get nothing for it. Like it's unfortunate, you put some money down. But I'm saying it's
right. People saying you fucking smart. Stop bringing it up.
Yeah. Nah, man. I think like I said, I don't know what terminology I'm looking for, but to get 2 correct results in a row is, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. I don't know. It's very difficult. So to do it is it's quite.
I'm more impressed with my prediction that VAR would rule a goal out for us. I predicted that as well, and it happened. I'm more impressed.
Did you? Oh, I didn't hear it last night, so I missed. I do apologise. So was in work.
Yeah. So yes,
but that's incredible. That's incredible.
Before we get Cam's perspective, sorry Cam. Yeah. So Kieran picked the correct score again, and he also said his random prediction was West Ham would have a goal ruled out by VAR. So yeah, he was like bang on it. He needs to go and get a lottery. Yeah.
Not to blow my own trumpet. I think I did say Bowen would be man of the match.
Yeah, you did. I think you said he'd score one as well. I don't know if I can't remember, or he'd get a goal. Yeah, so if you ain't gonna blow your own trumpet, I'll blow it for you. There, I blew it for you. Right, Cams. Once again, without giving away too much, what was your, after watching that game, how would you summarise West Ham's performance today?
I agree with Kieran a lot, to be honest with you. A comfortable performance, but not our best at all. Few certain players worked really hard today. It was nice to see Creswer back in the squad as well. I don't think anyone's seen that coming. And obviously, where's the Fabianski haters now? After that cracking save, where's all the Fabianski haters now? So I'm really happy with today. Like I said, not our best performance, but we made it look easy. It was comfortable, and I'm buzzing. I'm absolutely buzzing.
All right. So we're gonna there's a couple more comments, and then we'll just get straight into the ratings. I'm worried on Sunday. I won't lie. That's Stuart, disabled team. About not on. I don't get that. And what are this week's lottery numbers? Oh, going to be Brother Kieran. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm not that fucking good.
Right. So you look. Whoever's taking part or whatever, we'll do this. I might join in today, seeing as we haven't got a lot of people in here. No problem. So we will. Let me just go to. We'll go to 1 second. We'll go to Lucas. Here he is. Right. So Kieran, let me remove the comment. Just as well as his rating from you, just give us your view on his performance today.
Yeah, not a lot to do.
Let me move me.
It's hard to rate a keeper when he's had that sort of game. But like I said before, when you're sitting there doing nothing for most of the game, and then have to pull off a fucking cracking save, and your concentration levels are high, which they are with him, he does it, and that could have been a killer for us. We could have walked away with only 1 point if he hadn't have stepped up, So, and I remember him kicking a nice change. He kicked a real long ball straight to, I think it was two Foul's feet from about 60 yards. So, look, a solid 7, mate. Solid 7. He didn't do anything wrong. He was superb when we needed him. So, good 7.
Right, Arsenal. Thanks for joining, Max. He said, "Is Titch Lucas Fabianski?" Yeah, obviously Kieran. I can't be blocking out Kieran, so I'd rather just block me. Right, so Happy Amaret says Titchy, Kieran, Cams. Thank you for joining. You look. Feel free to give your ratings. So Cams, what about? What about you, Cams? For Areola's Fabianski's performance and rating.
I'll give his rating first. I'll give him a 7, only because he had a quiet game. Let's be honest, he didn't really have much to do today. Like Kieran said, that long ball to Sufal was probably one of the highlights of the match, because that was a ping and a half. especially straight from the volley like that. The save, absolutely incredible. Honest to God, and I can't see. I'd be surprised if Areola would have saved that. I'll be honest with you. Even though he does pull off cracking saves, but I would be surprised if Areola would have saved that. So I'd give him a 7. Quiet game.
Oh, okay. Right. So I've just been stupid there, hiding and hello. Peekaboo. Right. Right. 7 agrees with Kieran. Right. Let me get to here. I will probably join him with the ratings today. Lee gave Fabianski a 7, so he agrees with you two. Wally, thank you for joining. As always, he gave Fabianski an 8. Happy says hi, disabled team. Didn't realise West Ham had caught up to us again. No, we haven't. We've overtaken you, but you've got a game in hand. But yeah, did you get a good picture, Lee? Right. So, Happy, what's your rating? What I would say is this, yeah. You know, I know Kieran's never ever called for Ario to replace him. I've never. Oh, I'm sitting. I've forgotten. I've never ever. I forgot I was behind him. I've never ever called for him, and you know, I just think from a football perspective, anybody that knows about football like fully, they wouldn't be calling for Ario to replace Fabianski in the league. They wouldn't. You wouldn't. If you kind of really know your football, you wouldn't, because you know that is how you disrupt harmony in your camp. He's done nothing wrong. I'm a very loyal person, and you know I believe in loyalty, and you know blind loyalty is one thing, but you know when someone ain't done nothing wrong, and I think he's actually stepped up his game this season because of Ariola's presence. People that are saying, you know, I don't get it, and you know, like I said, sometimes it just, for me, it just strikes like lack of football knowledge. You know that I'm not. There's not one individual. I've just heard a lot of people say Ariola, even leading up to this game. Oh, he should start. For what reason? Anyway, nah. So see me, I'm all about respect as well, and you have to put. You know, I've said it all along. Listen, Fabianski's kicking is atrocious, but you know that's just whatever. Every player's got their little things in that, but you know I've got a lot of respect for him. I feel that he's been wonderful signing for us. He's been wonderful for us this season. And that save, like you've both mentioned, that to do nothing in a game and then a shot like that, which was it was a fantastic shot, to save it. Not only did he save it, sometimes you save it, hits the post, comes off your head, goes in. So his body shape, he made sure that he's not going to get the rebound and get an own goal. And I can guarantee you, lot, if you go back through goalkeepers' own goals and that, a lot of them come off the post or crossbar, hit them and go in. So it was more than just the save. So I'm going to give him a 7 as well, only because he didn't really have much to do, but I've got a lot of respect for him, and yeah, I'm going to, big up and massive respect to Lucas Fabianski, and I've never ever been someone that's, get him out or not, never, ever.
I'll say it again, what a save that was. What a save. I still can't get over it.
Right, so Fabs had even less to do than Aurelio the other day, but that save 7.5. Yeah, you know what the thing is, that would have made it 1-1, and probably exactly. So key moments,
key moments like that. And I've always said about De Gea and Lloris, this is what they do. This is what they do to get Tottenham and Man United points. They pull off a save they shouldn't, and that they win a game or draw a game that they shouldn't. And he done it today, Fabianski. He's done it in a couple of games recently, and I've always said that was one of the things I'd worry about. That he won't pull off one of them saves, but he has in at least 2 games in the last 4. He has pulled off a save he probably shouldn't. And like you said, Areola, I think since he's come in, Fabianski's got better.
Yep. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So he's got his doubters and all of that, which, like I said, he could make an error in the next game. That doesn't warrant dropping him. You've got to be consistently making errors, and then it's time to, take out the firing line. Even if he made one howler next game, that doesn't warrant being dropped. It doesn't work like that. And every player is going to make a howler. You see strikers miss open goals, so keepers will. It's human nature. So, but he hasn't done anything to warrant even being questioned. Right. So. Right, what a great save from Fab. Yeah, I don't know if you voted Happy on his performance. Right, so you can add that. I'm going to move on to 1 second. Here he is. we go back to Kieran for Vladimir Sufal. That's fine, actually. I can keep that like that.
Yeah, man. Solid again. It was nice to see him in there, to be honest. He spent more time in there half probably than he did in ours, didn't he? He was given us a threat all the time down there. And Bowen between them, I thought it was good. I thought some of his crosses were disappointing, but then he pulls off an assist with a cracking little ball into Bowen, you know. So, yeah, I think he was good, man. I like to see him on the pitch. He works hard as usual. So I think it's 7.5.
7.5 for Sufal.
Yeah.
Let me just see this. Max says, but we are fourth for now.
What score did you give him, mister?
Who?
What score did Kieran give him, mister?
7.5.
7. Okay.
All right. So what about you, Cams? Like, you know, his performance and then your rating, and then obviously everybody in the chat as well.
I give Sufal a 7. Solid 7. Strong game. Didn't do nothing wrong, really. Strong game. Like Kieran said, spent most of the game in our half. And for a fullback, that's impressive. In their half, sorry. Some nice link up with Yarmolenko when he came on. Just a shame Yarmolenko being Yarmolenko didn't want to play the ball back. He just decided to be greedy. But... and the assist as well, like Kieran said, the assist. He got himself an assist. So I give him 7.
Well, look at Wally. That's Sufal. It's easy to get player of nothing. Nothing covering his. Wally's
That's
funny,
how they're
man.
doing it from that room, Wally. So we got a shot.
Oh gosh, that is funny. Right, so you gave him some. You gave him 7.5, and you gave him a 7, Cams, yeah?
Yeah.
I think, you know, I'm not going to underestimate Norwich today. I think West Ham, you know, we done what we needed to do. And sometimes, you know, because of the score, you think, oh, it's only Norwich. No, West Ham, you know, key moments and all of that, we done our job. So, you know, I'm not going to look past that when I'm scoring the defenders. And I agree with Kieran. I would give Sufal 7.5. He got an assist. You know, he was causing problems for them. Yeah, some of his crosses weren't great, but we always tend to, not all, but I'm saying that, you know, focus on the negative. At the end of the day, he got an assist for a goal that we needed. And I said to Kieran, like, we need a goal this half. And, you know, not long after that. And he's the one that's provided the assist. So I agree with a 7.5 because, you know, he is a defender. He has got an assist and, you know, kept a clean sheet. So, yeah, I'm going to go 7.5 as well. Lee, I don't know what Lee...
As well. I didn't expect him to control it that easy.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to struggle. He brought it down well. Like, under pressure as well. He was getting pressured.
Right, Lee has given Sufal a 6. Lee? Naughty? But nah, Lee, your opinion, mate. Right, Wally has given Sufal a 7. And Wally's laughing at disabled team. Oh, because of Wally's little right, like I said, anyone you can catch up. We don't want to just spend too long doing this. Right, so let me move over to this man. Let me find him. Kieran, what about big Craigie Dawson?
Craig Dawson, yeah, he's solid. When we did have that little bit of pressure in the second half, yeah, he stood up, mate. I think he's just done what he's done. He's nothing spectacular, but he was good in the air most of the time. He was strong. So, yeah, without doing it, you know, I say they didn't have a great deal to do, but they dealt with everything they needed to. So, I think the same with him. Just a solid sort of 7.
7 for Dawson. All right, so let me just go back to James Bong. He gave Sufal a 7.5. I didn't want to speak when you're speaking. Wally has given Dawson a 7, so he agrees with you, Kieran. So, Cams, what about you? What do you think about Dawson's performance and his rating from you?
Quite a game than usual, but that's only because he didn't really have much to do. I didn't see him do anything wrong, really, to be honest with you. It moved the ball around well when we were keeping possession. The whole back line did, to be fair, especially when they were getting pressed. So I give him a 7. Like, just average game, didn't really have much to do.
Okay. Right, Lee. Lee's got out of bed the wrong side today because Dawson a 5.
Everyone's getting it.
Lee, I don't know who's upset you today. It wasn't any of us, right? 5 from right. I'm going to give Dawson a 7.5. I see him make crucial, interceptions or tackles in the box that were clean. No hint of a penalty or anything like that. I think he was a leader in there. All the aerial duels, he won them. And we kept a clean sheet as well. And, I said 3-1 yesterday because I did think they might score. So, yeah, I'm going to give him a 7.5 for his overall performance. Right, let's see this. Oh, Epic's in the house. Big up, Epic. He says, okay, see? He's sort of like me. He said Dawson at 8. Oh, no, he's changed it now. He's changed it to 7. Oh, no, that's wrong. Sorry, my bad. See, I'm a bit tired. Right, Epic said at 8 for Dawson. James Bonk said Dawson at 7. Stuart says, I have no say on Lee's rating. Nah, listen, it's good. Lee, you give your rating all the time. It's, whatever you feel. Thanks for joining, Epic, as well. Right, so let's go over to where is he? Here he is. Right, so Dawson's centre back partner, as always, at this current moment. I keep forgetting I'm behind. Right, so Issa Diop, Kieran. I need to sit.
I talk about that confirmation bias, right?
Yeah.
In my head, he makes me nervous. Like before we hit the ball. Like,
Yeah.
I get nervous and I think I'll give him an unfair rating because of it. But that's mine. My anxiety's over him, not him. There was a couple of flappy moments there. I didn't think he was as good as Dawson. I think Dawson was more commanding in there and steadied the ship. There was a ball I remember him missing and Dawson cleaned it up. And there was a couple of average passes. But he did well. I can't knock him, really. I'll give him the same as Dawson. I'll give him a 7. But I'm tempted to be a 6.5. But I think that's just me.
Yeah.
Me, not him. Good.
All right. So 7 for Diop. And Cams, your overall summary of Diop's performance and his rating, obviously. Let me put a comment up because this is annoying.
Yeah, again, another quiet game in it, and I think Kieran was spot on. I think Dawson was probably more commanding. I'm starting to like Diop more and more every game. I won't lie to you, just because you notice a bit more personality in him. But just another quiet game. But both of our centre halves didn't really have much to do today. Most of the game was in Norwich's half, which is what we want. We want that.
Yep.
So there's no complaining. But I'll just give him a 6.
A 6. All right. So big up Hammerhead. Thank you for joining. As always, you can just catch up. You can just do Fabianski, Sufal, Dawson, Diop. You can do it in one go, Hammerhead. Right, so Wally, agrees with Kieran. He gave him a 7. James Bong, 7. Lee's had his coffee or Coke and he's feeling good now. He's gave Diop a 7. Right, so I gave Dawson a 7.5 and I would give Diop a 7. What Kieran is saying is, some players now I think we're looking more at their performance because of that confirmation bias, and he does get me nervous, but you might speak to opposing players and that bloody Diop, man, he's a beast. And so, if you have got that bias against someone, you are more critical or you are looking more so. But I think some of these mistakes are obvious. It's not about me just being nervous every time. But, clean sheet. And like I said, Dawson 7.5 because I felt he was just, he glued it all together. But, clearly Diop was part of that clean sheet and he had good moments in the game. So I've got to give him a 7. I have to give him a 7. Right, let's see. Diop 7. Whole defence was quiet, didn't have a lot to do. So all round, they all get 7s from me for the defenders. Okay, so he's giving us his rating. So he's caught up, basically. Right, let's go to... 1 second. Let's go to the returning Aaron Creswer. Let me remove the comment and we go to Kieran. Aaron Creswer.
Yeah, I was shocked when I saw the starting lineup. He's back. I was delighted. He's back. And as much as I like young Johnson, he's done well. But you could see the difference today of having our boy back. Some of the balls he whipped into that box early on in the first half, just quality, man. And he doesn't have to. What I love about his crossing, Krezoff's crossing, is he don't have to get down to the penalty area or the byline to do it. He's better from deep, banging these balls in. And like I say, with young Johnson, he'll probably have to try and beat a player to get to the byline to get balls in. And you can see the difference with Creswer. He gets the ball, he stops the ball, he looks up and then pings it. And we could have had 2 or 3 goals from some of these crosses today. It really made us such an attacking threat from his boots. So I loved seeing him back. I just the quality of his crossing. And it gave us that as well from set pieces, from corners. It just gives us that bit more. And I'd give him an 8.
8 out of 10 for Creswell. Right, before we get to Cam's, Hammerhead gave 7 for Creswell. Wally gave him an 8 out of 10. And James Bond gave him a 7.9. So Cam's, your fellow Scouser, your uncle probably somewhere. What are you saying about
my little Scouser?
Yeah.
I was amazed. I never even seen the lineups. I'll be honest with you. I didn't look at the lineups because I had a nap and I woke up literally 2 minutes after kickoff. So so I was amazed when I seen him on the pitch. I was happy to see him back. He's one of my favourite players at the club. It's magical left foot still there. Hasn't lost it at all. Some good balls that he whips in. The link up with Vlasic and Fornals was absolutely unbelievable. And Masuaku when he steps on. I thought the little triangles they made was just unbelievable and it was beautiful to watch. Beautiful football. I reckon if we were going to get another goal today, it could have been a Creswell assist, I reckon. So I'm going to give Creswell an 8.
8 out of 10? Is that just because he's a Scouser, yeah?
Solid game, solid performance. First game back and he looked stronger than ever.
Cuzzy Cress.
Scouts are sticking together. Right, Hammerhead says Creswell is one of last season's unsung heroes. 8 assists, no fullback had more in the whole league. Yeah, and before I get to the other 2 comments and my rating he's another one that he had his critics and I wasn't a massive fan. I really was like, we could probably do better. But when you think about what he has done for West Ham and he's still, I think he's as good now as he's ever been. So it's not like he's on a decline. He's another one that I think deserves a lot of respect. And he was back in tonight, and it looked like he hadn't been away. And that's not easy in the Premier League to just come back after a timeout and just get straight back in. And he proved that having a natural left footer at left back, what that brings to a team. You've got that natural sort of balance. So.
He probably should get an extra point for his hair is never out of place.
Exactly.
Never, not once.
Very well groomed.
Unlike his cousin on the screen here, his hair's always all over the place. Right, Lee says Creswell gets a 6, and Hammerhead says the only Scouser with sense. Right, is that Cam's or is that Sufal?
Sufal.
I mean, or Creswell, his cousin. Sorry. He could
have got a goal tonight as well, Aaron. He got himself in the right position. I don't know if it was nerves or whatever, but he played it back. And again, that could have been an assist. He could have got himself an assist there.
Right, let me.
He could have scored if he'd have shot, I reckon.
Hammerhead, we will address that when we get to Bowen. That comment. It's a good comment, but yeah, when we get to him, we can, come back to this comment. I would give Creswell 7.5. That's what I'll give him for today's performance. He said you, Cams. You're the only one Scouser that speaks sense.
Sorry, mate. I thought you meant Crest. I appreciate that.
Okay, right. So, and somebody in the chat, let us know why Souček wasn't in the squad today, please. If you like, man. So that means he's not playing.
It'll be out for Leeds as well, won't he, on Sunday? Because obviously he played Sunday, so it's either Monday or Tuesday. He got COVID, didn't he? So he'll be out for Leeds as well.
All right. Let me go to 1 second. All right, we'll just start with the captain. 1 minute.
That might not be a bad thing.
Yeah. It's true.
Give him a rest. He could have a rest. That might be a good thing.
Right. So, Kieran, Declan Rice performance. No, yeah, your overall summary and his rating, please.
Yeah, he just done his usual, didn't he? Commanding, he was pushing forward. So he had he has a different game for him today, not having Souček next to him. So they brought Lanzini deeper, and I think they both linked up really well. It was good. It was solid. He cut out the threats a few times now when they were coming through, nicked the ball off people. So yeah, it was just a typical Declan Rice performance, punching us on when he needed to now and again. I think he's nothing spectacular, but 7.5.
7.5. Cams? Got a comment up so I can get
Just
rid of that.
full of energy as always, Declan, and he full of energy as always. Never really gives a foot long. Sorry, never really
Foot
puts
long?
a foot wrong.
Yeah.
Foot long. He does have a foot long, I've heard. But
You're hungry.
I hope you're not hungry for that foot long.
couple of good balls that he played out wide as well to Soufal and Bowen. He always played the right passes as always, and just absolutely full of energy. I'll give him a 7. Not as like as quality as he normally is, but again, he shows his aspects, full of energy as always, and again, just comfortable when he's on the ball.
Right, I will give mine. Let me just go to here first. Right, I'm guessing no bad COVID too, says Hammerhead. Yeah, because he weren't in the squad either. Rice is an 8 from Wally. 1 second. Sorry. Right. Hammerhead says Rice baby, 7 out of 10. James Bong gave Rice an 8 out of 10, and Lee Statham gave Rice a 7 out of 10. I would say I would give him a 7 as well. I think that he done everything that he needed to do. He done the dirty work. He ensured that the defense was protected as much as they could be. He gave us energy and drive going forward. So yeah, I think it was an all-round good display. And 7. There's no shame in a 7. I think for the level that he's at, I think that was a 7 for him against the team that we played as well. So yeah, I would say a 7 for me. And just going off what Kieran said, when I saw the team, I thought, I love Souček, but I thought, if we play this right with Rice more as a defensive midfielder and we have Lanzini and Fornals around him, that for me is those type of midfields were very common in certain areas where it was one defensive midfielder and two sort of technicians. Yeah,
you didn't always. It was very rare for years to play 2 defensive midfielders.
Yeah,
very rare. And normally there's certain games you probably need that. If you've got Man United or Man City coming at you, you want it. But in this game, it probably suited us to have a technician in there with Rice rather than another.
I think so.
Another defensive midfielder.
I think so. And I know we're going to get onto these players, but yeah, the more the game, when I was watching, I was thinking, we're not missing Souček. And like I said, there's no disrespect there, and it's a good thing we wasn't. And we could play a slightly different way, because as long as everybody does their job in their roles, then we can play, an even better brand of football. And I think that, those players, it worked out today. So, I gave him a 7. Sorry, let me see what this says. This says, I called the lineup from yesterday. I knew Moyes would go with that exact team. I didn't get a single player. Oh, wow. So he called it the exact team,
Creswer and Lanzini.
I didn't even know Creswer was available.
No, I didn't know Souček was out.
He's been back in training for a few weeks. Yeah, has been in training. I think they're just taking it easy because of his back.
You know what it is, yeah? And I've said this all along. I'm not one of these people that, I'm up to date with who's injured, who's not, and who we might be signing. That's not me. Like, I don't do that. Like, if we sign someone, I might give you my opinion. If we're interested, I made a couple of little clips of that. That's nothing. I just put the clips together, boom, I put it on. But I'm not going to make videos. So, yeah, I don't look into, how long someone's out. And I don't. Yeah, that's not me. I know a lot of channels do that. That's just not me. So that's why I always say, like, can anyone let me know why it's Souček? Because I didn't know. I even asked Kieran. I said, do you know why Souček's out? Because, I just don't do that research. Hammerhead. Okay, Pinocchio. He's calling that to Hammerhead. Right, so we will go. Oh no, 1 minute. There's a comment from Happy. Oh, Hammerhead, we was looking for you last night. I have the link to the track you were after. Right, so we will move on to Kieran. 1 second. Mr. Maestro Lanzini Hammerette. Mr. Hammerette. Yeah. So, Mr. Hammerette, what are you saying, Kieran?
I think again, mate, he had a different role today, a bit deeper, and I thought he'd done it superbly. He chased back for it so much. But a lot of the stuff he does is not on any highlight reels. He gets the ball, he keeps it, he uses it. You know, we retain possession, and his little interchanges with Fornals and even Creswell coming. He was just around, man. I just love the way he plays, man. He's just a real footballer. He really is.
Yeah.
I fucking love him. And there was a couple of wayward ones earlier on. But the trouble is, when you've got players like Fornals and Lanzini, a lot of the times they're trying to thread the needle, you know?
Yeah.
And you will get them passes that look like bad passes, but they're inches away from splitting a defence. So you do notice them when they give them away. He had a couple of them, but really he was just trying to set up a goal, basically. So, yeah, I thought he was good, man. Without being spectacular. I'm taking into context his last few performances. I think he's just been superb. And he was on par with them for me. And I think I gave him an 8 then. So I'm going to stick with an 8 for Lanzini.
All right. So before we move to Cams, Kieran, how worried was you when he collided or Soufal was pushed into him? And I
thought he was gone. I really I looked hard, that challenge, and I went, oh no. Soufal, what have you done?
Yeah, and the player pushed him into him, though, you know. It was more the Norwich player's fault.
Yeah, I thought he might have been badly hurt from that. It's one of them, them collisions, it can be. That could be you, mate. Could really do some damage. So, yeah, I was delighted when he got up and carried on.
So you gave him an 8. Right, Cams, what are you saying for Mr. Hammerette?
I've got to be careful what I say because I know she's lurking. But
lurking.
He two shots any other day probably would have gone in for Lanzini, skied him over the bar. But any other day, we know he's capable of putting them away. The link up with Vlasic and Creswell was unbelievable. It was really good to watch. I told you I started watching it late. I think about literally 2 minutes late. And as soon as I clicked on the stream, and it might have been Fornals, it might not have been Lanzini, but I think it was Lanzini that played the ball into Bowen, and he had a shot straight away in the first 2 minutes. That could have been 1-0, and an assist to Lanzini's tally.
Yeah, brilliant.
I'm not sure if it was it might have been Fornals, but I think it was Lanzini. Like I literally just clicked it on, and that happened. Like as soon as I jumped on the stream.
Actually, I think it was Fornals, though. I think it was.
It might have been. I apologise if it was, but I thought it was Lanzini. He's playing deeper. I think I prefer Lanzini playing in that position. But during time I'd say we did miss Souček was that save from Fabianski. That shot probably could have been stopped a lot earlier if we had Souček playing in that position. That's the only knock I give him. Apart from that, Lanzini were quality. 8.
8 out of 10. Right. I'm going to get to comments, but I would just give my quick synopsis. I think he had a good game, and the fact that he dusted himself off is, he's not known for being hard, but it was a whack. So I was worried. And then when I watched the replay, I thought, all right, maybe he's kind of like just had the wind taken out of him rather than, head or neck injury. So yeah, I was like, okay, it should be all right. But, he didn't milk it. He got back as soon as he could and he was straight back into things. If I'm going to be critical of him, I think at least one of those shots has got to test the goalkeeper.
Yeah,
and
forgot about them two shots. They were a little bit average.
Yeah, and both of them I think were at 0-0. So they could have put us in the lead in that. But it doesn't always go your way. And I think because of that, I would give him a 7. I think he had a good all-round game, but he's got it in him to at least test the keeper with one of those shots. So yeah, I'll give him a 7 out of 10. Happy gave him 10. I did get
nervous when I see him go down. We need him right now, especially with Ben Rama at the Cup of Nations. I half expected to see Hammerette come onto the pitch to come check on him.
She'll sort him out later.
I'm glad to see you got back up. I'm glad to see you got back up anyway. I was made up when I see them up because I thought you might have come off after that.
Right, Wally gave him a 6. What do I have to do to achieve laugh? I'm not sure what that is. Obviously, that's a private or conversation, not private. Hey, Hammerhead. Manu gets a 7.5 from Hammerhead. Hi, Jamesy. Mr. Hammerhead gets an 8 from James Bong, which is the same as Kieran, I believe. Yeah, it was an 8. Lee gave him a 6, so he agrees with Wally. Hammerhead says Manu wasn't himself tonight on a couple of occasions, to be honest. Still an amazing player, though. Yeah, you better just give him a rub for the that injury, and he should be good for Leeds. Bong like that. Happy you can put it on here or Discord chat. It's up to you, but I really look forward to hearing it. Oh, it's a song I think you're talking about. Lurker's gonna lurk, Cams. Tried to send it on Discord Hammerhead last night when you mentioned it, but you weren't on there. Back at Wetnacker, thank you. Boom. Right, we're gonna move. Right, it break my heart if Manu gets in. Yeah, he's from what he's been through and all that. Then this is his time to get his time in the spotlight, and he's taken that. And yeah, you don't want to see someone out through injury again. Someone like him. Just winding up.
I'm happy to see him back in the full years as well, because it reminds me of the Paya days. I think that was probably Lanzini's best years. I'd love to see Lanzini back in that form, and I think he's either there now or he's getting there. Yeah,
and that's the thing. That's the injuries, man, and then it just disrupts everything. So thankfully, he's good. Oops, Bong. I wish I'd have got him on the pitch. Right. So let's move on to recall to the starting lineup probably through circumstances, and maybe he needed a rest. Yeah. So Kieran Pablito, how do you think he done?
I thought he was superb.
So did I.
He had that dip of form, didn't he? But once he'd had his baby and that, and he just looked bloody tired. And I think Moyes should have recognised that and let him have a couple of games off. They played him and he was poor. I've never seen him so poor. Especially I think it was that Southampton game. He was just off the pace, mate. He passed everything. Tonight he just came straight back in, looked like his old self. And he was just pinging balls in there. He was putting in defence splitting passes in between the thing. And I think, like I said, that pass talking about Cam, I think it was from him. And I think that he pinged that right to Bowen's foot. He took the touch and then he hit it with his left. That's a goal I think Bowen should have took, because he hit the keeper with it. I think it should have been left or right of him. But what a ball in. And he's done about 3 of them in that game. Superb little balls. I think, he was back to his old self, and it was delightful. And like I said, we weren't great tonight, but there were little patches, as Cam said earlier, our bits of football was really good. One touch, triangle, bang, 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 bang. It was really good, and he was a big part of that. What else? So, I'm going to give him an 8, mate. It was just good to see him back, and I thought he played really, really well. I thought he was superb.
Before Council, I didn't want to, preempt you lot, but everything you're saying that I thought he had a very, very good game, and I didn't want to say that, and so obviously I'm echoing what you're saying, but I'll give my rating. All right, Cams, what you said about Fornals?
Sheer quality, wasn't it? Let's be honest with you. First time he's come back, and he came back with a bang. Let's be honest, and that was a message to David Moyes saying, "Play me." Let's be honest. Some of the one-touch passes were absolutely unreal. The movement, unbelievable. The link up with Masuaku as well. Masuaku came on. I seen the little overlaps and the nice little switches of play was lovely. And again, like Kieran said, the triangles and the one-touch passes was just unbelievable. And it's lovely to see our team play like that because it's beautiful football.
Yep.
Yeah, it's great.
What are you rating him, Cam? Oh, this thing hurts.
Oh, I forgot. Sorry. It's the whole thing, isn't it?
Point. At the end of it, right? You got to do that number.
It's called the player rating show, Cam.
The player who knows.
You got a rating?
8. I did say 8.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I didn't hear that.
No, 2 for 4 now was awful. I'm only messing. 8.
Oh. All right, 8. Right. Right, Lee. He's gone back to being grumpy. He gave 4 nails a 5.
Ooh.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, ooh.
Have you got a reason, Lee? I'm curious. I'll be honest with you. I'd love to hear.
Has he what?
I'd love to hear a reason. I am curious.
Yeah, because he's grumpy. That's why. That's his reason. Hamed, I tried to search you to send private. Not sure if I can send a link here. Can I? Whatever you need, you can try. I don't know what it is, but you can try and send it. I don't know if it lets you on it, but you can try hammer it. I don't know if it lets you do that stuff. I don't know why. Wally, Mr. Fresh Prince gave 4 nails at 8. Hammerhead gave Pablo a 7.5. Great pass for Bowen. Hi Wally, Hammerhead, sorry. Okay, happy thanks. 1 second. Right, back to full fornicator mode. James Bond gave him an 8 for 4 nails. Happy. Lee says hi to Wally. Hammerhead says happy. I can't find it. I think you can send links on here. Yeah, listen, try. I don't know if it. Yeah, try it and see if whatever you're trying to send. Right. So, I think 4 nails was phenomenal today. Like, I'm fully watching, and he had a quiet period where whether it's new baby or whatever it is, or whether he's just tired, and you're not always going to maintain those high standards that he had set for himself. So that's a natural thing to have a slight dip or whatever. But I think today, he was really, really, really good. And like I said, is going back to Rice, Lanzini, and 4 nails. If played correctly, that's a very, very. I won't say complete, but it's very much what you want from a midfield. Rice can do it all. Those two are technicians. 4 nails passing ability is possibly underrated from maybe people outside of West Ham, maybe people within. I watch properly, and some of his passes are ridiculous. And his work rate, the ability to nick the ball off in their half or the final third and set up attacks. He does it consistently. He's just a quality player, man. And like I said, he's adapted his game. Coming from Villarreal as probably a number 10 that gets goals and that's his game, playmaker. He's adapted to the Premier League. And he's another one that deserves a lot of credit to the way he has adapted to the Premier League. So I would give him 8. He wasn't my man of the match, and I think it's obvious who might. But if it wasn't for the other player, then he would be my man of the match. I think he was that good tonight. I can see Roy in the house. 1 second, you lot. I think that's the 1H. 4 nails back. Yes, Roy, and so are you. Good to see you, my friend. Roy Chapel. Roy, you can catch up with the scores if you want. Like, the ratings. How come you're not a mod yet? Happy. How comes you're not a mod? If it's on this channel, hi Leo, we don't need one yet. And Happy would be the perfect one. But yeah, at the minute, we don't need one. Oh, we can't see it, Happy. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to share chat on top of Discord. But yeah, Happy would be definitely, before I forget, brother Kieran, I watched your son's videos. Very talented indeed. That's Stuart for Junior. And find. Right, so let's move on to... Alright, we'll go to this player first. Let's go to... Where is he? Here he is. Kieran. Nikola Vlasic. Let me move this side.
Yeah. I was after his game against Leeds, where I thought, now we're starting to see the best of him. I was hoping he's going to kick on today, and I don't think he did. I think he regressed a little. He weren't terrible, he weren't bad, but he weren't great either. And it was hard. It's a hard one. There was some overhit passes. He fell on the floor too easy for me today. I think that must be in his game, and I think Moyes has to knock it out of him. He seems to rather go down and take a free kick than keep battling for the ball. And that, because I didn't think he'd done that much at Leeds. He was battling for the ball really hard, and today I just thought he went down a bit easy. He didn't do much, but he weren't bad, but he didn't do much to impress me. So I'd give him a 6.5.
6.5. Cams, what are you saying? Oh, I keep forgetting I'm behind. Bloody hell. What are you saying for Vlasic? So annoying. I've got to lean. Let me.
He works hard today. I can't say he didn't work hard. The work rate was there. And I think the fans are starting to acknowledge that he's starting to put an effort in. Like Kieran said, today wasn't his best game. Like, because he has been starting to show himself a bit more. And I expected a bit more from him today, I'll be honest with you. I expected a lot more. But like I said, I can't say he didn't work hard. And I loved how he applauded the fans as he came off today. Obviously, acknowledging that he appreciates the support he is now getting. So I'll go with a 7. I'll go with a 7 just for the work rate. He didn't really do much wrong, just a lot quieter than we expected him to be.
All right. Before we get to the comments, I think in the first 20, I'm gonna say roughly. I think he was a bright spot. I think he was trying to make things happen.
Yeah. I could have made that point. You're right. They kicked off really well. He started up. Yes. He got to the byline there, beat the defender. But that's the last sort of exciting thing I've saw with Muscle. But
No. So I think he started off the game well, and it was like, what we've sort of seen in recent weeks, and then he probably just faded, and his performance deteriorated. Not so much that it was bad; it wasn't as good as what he showed in. I'm going to say roughly 20 minutes. So as an overall rating, I would probably give him a 6. 5 is average, and 5 is not a bad score. It just means you had an average game. I think he had a more than average game, so I would give him a 6 out of 10 for today, and there's no shame in that. Right, let's see what other people are saying. Right, put it in the Discord chat in now. Hello, Stuart. You're right, mate. Right, let me see what you lot are saying for Vlasic. 1 second. Okay, Wally's commented. Thanks, word, bless you. Not from to be. Sorry, you lot. Right, Vlasic gets a 7 from Wally World, from Mr. Fresh Prince. What diamond are you? What a diamond. Happy. Right. Anybody else? Okay, Lee's commented. Lee agrees with me for once. He gave Vlasic a 6 as well. See, Lee? Hey, Lee. Had to take the dog out for a quick walk. No sweat, Jeeves. James Bong. Have I clicked on that? Yes, I have. Vlasic played well in the first half. He gave him a 7. Yeah, he didn't have it wasn't a bad performance. 7. Right. Vlasic Pickles gets a 7. Looked bright again, but didn't come to much today. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, there was no wow from him, but he did do some good stuff. James, are you copying Titch's notes? Where are we? Look at him. James is like, what? Hello, Lee. How you doing tonight? Or how are you tonight?
He's in a bad mood, Doc, today.
Definitely in a bad mood. Right, so we will move on. Nah, I'm going to save him to last. We're going to go to this player first.
That's the last.
I'm going to go to Mickey Antonio Kieran. I'll just keep that comment there so that I can be seen a bit.
Yeah, Antonio. It's shame he couldn't get on the score sheet, but no, he worked hard, mate. He battled on me. He was giving their defenders a hard time. They were trying to grapple him and foul him, and so he done his usual. He pulled out wide when he needed to and got the ball. People were pinging into his feet, and he had lots of it here and there. But they were setting him up into him, and then he was laying it off. And yeah, he done well. He had a decent game. When he spun the geezer in the box there, I would like to have seen him hit the target with that shot.
Yeah.
The bum. But you see that with Antonio, though, where he isn't as technical, say, as Fornals, Lanzini. The first touch he had wasn't a good one. But then he made up for it for putting it the other side, and then he swung around with the boot. And then he's off balance a bit. And that's when he gets under it and it goes over the bar. And this is why he's not a natural striker for me. But I think he played well, mate. He still had a good game. I think it was important to have up there. He run that defence ragged. And he was dragging them away from the middle. He was opening up spaces for Bowen. And I think that's, you can see that when that Fornals put that ball into Bowen, it was, that's all part of it. Him running through the middle after Antonio goes left or right. And that could have been a goal just from that. And that will go unnoticed by most people that, Antonio's part of that. So
Yeah.
I think he's a decent, without scoring, a good 7.5.
7.5. Right, let's just quickly go in. Right, Roy says Vlasic, he's not a Premiership player. He gave him a 5. What would you two say to that?
Well, I don't think he is yet. He's right, but I'm not too sure whether he'll, come good or not. And that's the big question, isn't it? Does he look like a top Premiership player at the moment? No, he doesn't. He's got a long way to go. He's just showing signs of getting better. So I'm just hoping that he does get better.
What about you, Cams? How would you reply to that comment?
30 million isn't Championship money, let's be honest. But he's still got something to prove, Andy Vlasic. He's still got something to prove, and he has been piping up a bit of the past few games. Just today wasn't his day.
Yeah. What I would say to that is, I would always use Pablo Fornals as a reference to when he first came. I was critical of him. When I watched, me and David went to Chelsea away, which we actually won that game. But even then, I was still saying, look, he looks like a kid playing in adult football. But you can change my mind, and Fornals done that. And I think that Vlasic is more dynamic than Fornals. They're different players, but it wouldn't surprise me if he has the same impact on the Premier League in a West Ham shirt as Fornals, but as a different type of player. So I've got confidence that as long as his head is good and he's going to knuckle down, he's going to fight for his place, and he's going to understand, listen, you need to adapt your game. I've got a feeling Vlasic will come good, like where we're going to say, you know what, we're going to be speaking about in the same way we speak about Fornals. So that's the faith I have in him. But like I said, I'm not in his head, right? And that's, can you do this week in, week out in the Premier League, which is different to any other league? If he can, and his mentality is strong, don't forget, this is Croatia's number 10. I know I've said it a lot of times, right? He is the number 10 for Croatia. He's not a squad player. He's not like Ben Rama for Algeria. This guy starts for Croatia. So, he is a baller. And, the Premier League's different, but I've got faith that he's going to be a very good West Ham player for us. Yeah. Okay, let me give Antonio a rating. Sorry. What did you give? No, Cams, have you said Antonio yet?
I haven't, no.
Oh, no, sorry, my bad, because I was addressing the comments.
No.
All right, you do yours, sorry, and then we get to the Antonio ratings on here.
I don't think he had a bad game, Antonio. Should have been on the scoreboard. 2 massive chances, one being obviously about 6 yards away, and the keeper's made it easy to just come right at him. 4-0's would have probably scored from there. He likes to stuff it just between the post. But like I said, his presence was there. His first touch was awful, let's be honest, but he kept himself under control. So I give him a 7. Average game. I don't think he had a bad game. He just probably should have scored today.
Okay, right. I'll give a quick thing and then we'll go to what you lot think about Antonio. I'm going to say I give him a 7. I think, like Kieran has said, maybe some people don't see what he actually brings to West Ham, what he brings to the team, how he enables us to create the chances by doing the dirty work. Maybe like he might want to be staying centrally and getting his goals, but he's got a role to play, and that sometimes takes him away from the goal, but then it opens up space and creates space for teammates. So he's got a role to play at West Ham. And, listen, same thing with Fabianski's kicking is poor. Antonio dribbling and his control sometimes is shocking, but I'm talking about his role for the team, and what he brings to the team is priceless. And I think that's why Moyes we're struggling to find a striker, because I think he will want someone in that mold that, put it this way. If you're playing to a certain system and you need your striker to pull out wide and be strong and this, that and the other, and then you look at your Lacazettes, you look at Origi and you think they're good strikers, but they can't play the way I want to play, then you can understand why he's stalling and not just settling for a striker. He needs someone that can do what Antonio can do, the same as him or better. That's who we're going to see. So, it could be someone like Traore, who he might have to, mould him into that. And, he's got, if you want Traore to do what Antonio can do, he can do it. Because none of them are natural finishers. They're both very strong. Traore is stronger, he's faster, he's a better dribbler. So Traore could easily be Antonio Mark II for us. And you understand what I'm saying to you because of the role that Antonio plays.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I can't absolutely agree with that. But when I spoke to Wolves fans as well, they all said that the problem with Traore is managers can't get the best out of him. David Moyes is known for makeshift strikers. I reckon if anyone's capable of doing it, it's David Moyes.
I'm telling you now, right?
Exactly.
I
think this is why Moyes likes to convert his midfielders into strikers, because when he asked them to do that job to go out, they're used to being out on the wing. They're happy to go out there and pick the ball up and bring it up. They're happy to do it. Well, if you've got an out-and-out strike, he's like, oh, what? I stay here. I'm in here.
Exactly.
No. I need you to run that to the left to cover the front line. And they're not that keen on doing it. That's why he's converted midfielders to do it, because they're more used to that role of popping out there and popping in. You know, so that could be it. Why he's a bit about buying strikers. He just doesn't do it often.
Yep. Try. Right. I think. Like I said, I believe that if Moyes is trying to get Antonio Mark II, then Traore would be an upgrade in the future. He would be an upgrade, right? If that's what Moyes is looking for, and the fact that we haven't signed a striker leads me to believe that he's looking for someone in the mold of Antonio, and maybe with a bit more quality. Like I said, Traore's noticeably faster than Antonio. I feel he's stronger than him. He might not have to use his strength as well as Antonio does when it comes to holding off centre backs and that, because that's not his role yet. But he's a much better dribbler. So yeah, I think he would work for us under David Moyes. Right, let's go to. Did I rate him? I'm going to give him a 7. If I didn't already say that, I'm going to give him a 7. Right, let's get to the comments. All right, Wally gave Antonio a 7. Roy gave Antonio 7. James says Antonio 7.5, beast mode as always. 1 second. Antonio. Okay, we're going to play Lee's video in a minute. Antonio 7.5 from Hammerhead. Roy, man, just wait. I think that's on Vlasic. 1 sec. Lee gave Antonio a 7. 1 second. He's had his chocolate milk, so he's happy now. Not a Prem player, Roy. You don't think he's good enough for any team in the Prem? This is why I do like opinions, you lot. And some of the opinions of people is just ridiculous. That there is not. If you feel he's not, but some people's, there are some crazy opinions on. Yeah, just like, come on, man. Maybe not tough, but he's still Prem, surely.
He's still got something to prove, hasn't he? At the end of the day, he hasn't shown any Premier League standards, has he? That's all since he's been here.
Listen, that's all 30 million gets you nowadays with inflation and all that. What are you all expecting seriously? That's why.
What I've heard about that 30 million price tag as well, it's not really true. Apparently, the real figure is something around 18, 20. And,
is it?
It's with every add-on that he could possibly get could bring him up to about 28 million. But that's with all the add-ons. If we play so many games, if we win the bloody league, if we win Europa, it's all about the add-ons. But I reckon what I've been told, the real figure's around 20 million, 18, 20 million. So
that's interesting.
There is a bit of a burden for him.
Yeah. Hammerhead's made a good point. 30 million, now we hear that, but in this day and age, you compare that to, I don't know, 6 years ago, and that might be 15 mil. Do you understand? Like, it's the way that the market is now. And I'm not going to.
It's still not Championship money. It's still not Championship. That's Premier League money.
I won't judge a player on his price tag, because look, we don't judge Soufal for 5 mil, and especially last season, and he was one of the best right backs in the league, and if we would have spent 30 mil on him as an unknown quantity and he had that season, we'd be like, that's money well spent. But we actually got him for 5 mil, so it swings and roundabouts. And Vlasic is young, he's got sell-on value, he's already a international player, so he's just got to come good. Right. Happy Emirates, I think he means for West Ham standards at the moment. I think that's talking about Vlasic. Good, thank you. We'll get through these comments and then we'll move on to the last, but definitely not least. Were you on to the quiz today? No, Max wasn't. He couldn't bunk school today. He said it here. At school, unfortunately, but I don't think I would have had any chance in the name game as I'm only good. Oh, yeah, Stuart killed that. I'm going to call him Murphy. You know the Robocop? Murphy, that's him. Right. Roy says, I agree, Titch. Torre is not a sign in for us. Traore, I agree, Titch. Traore is not signing for us. I think that's what he's saying. I think he likes Traore, but he's not signing for us. I think that's what he's saying. I'm not saying that we are going to get him, but I think if Moyes is looking for an Antonio Mark II, then Traore is definitely the one. We need a finisher. I'm no good at the guess who game. That's a good thing as well, that some games, someone's good at that, someone's good at that. Right, so I feel we saved the best till last, and we will put this to Kieran. Let me just find him. 1 second. Hold on. We will go to Kieran. Did I? Yes, I did.
Yeah,
that man, Jarrett Bowen.
Yeah, he was on fire there again. And again, I like to take it in the context his last 2 or 3 games, and every game he's been at the same standard, consistently bloody good. Today, I'm tempted I'd give him a 5 because he should have had 4 goals.
You're sounding like Lee now.
Yeah, I've got to believe. Because he could have easily have had 4. So easily, And he was unlucky. You could say he was unlucky when he was another great ball pinged into him and he chipped the keeper. But should he finish it? Could you be critical? He was only 4 inches away from another goal. The first one right at the beginning of the game, the 4-0 pinged into him. I think he should score that because he's back. He's great touch with his right, hit 2 with his left, but straight at Crowell. Crowell got lucky; it just hit him. But he should have banged that past him. So I'm tempted to not point.
He had one offside. Offside. That wasn't his fault.
And that would have been a goal, right?
Yeah.
That was only because Blashish put his head towards it. If he hadn't put his head towards it, that's another goal. So easily had 4 or 5, But you've got to think he got in them positions. He was good enough to want the ball in them positions, knew where to go, knew how to get in between defenders. So got to give him lots of credit for being there. And he still scored 2. He's still got 2 goals. So you've got to give him a 9. You've got to be. If he'd banged in 4, I'd be giving the first and only 10.
Yep.
It's as simple as that because he was superb.
So you gave him a 9, yeah?
Yeah.
I think Cam's laughed at me. I was leaning, and I didn't need to be because the comments on this bloody hell, man. Yeah, and it's like I'm leaning, like fuck's sake, like yeah.
I was also laughing at the comment as well because that's why I put it on so we can see you.
I didn't even realise. We just got Cam's, Kieran, and Joe Byrne. I didn't. Yeah, see, I didn't even know you'd put it. Yeah, that's why I was like that because I didn't have it. That's why I was leaning. So I didn't realise you'd put the comment up. Right, so Kieran gave Bowen a 9. Right, Cams, what is your summary and rating for Jarrett Bowen?
Safe to say, easy man of the match today. Absolutely, you ran the park, and I think if you're talking about pure quality in the squad, there's only 2 people that come to mind this season, and that is Declan Rice and Jarrett Bowen. Has to be, surely. The pair of them have been unreal this season, and today Jarrett Bowen showed what he's capable of and what he can do. This is why Jurgen Klopp rates this man. After what he'd done today was absolutely. He could have. Kieran said 4. I reckon he could have had 5. That disallowed goal, if it wasn't offside, if no one got a touch onto it, could have gone straight in. So that could have been his hat trick.
It would have been, yeah. That would have gone in.
He hit the post. He hit the crossbar, which I think the crossbar one was really unlucky. It was cheeky going for the dink, but it almost paid off. So he could have had 5 on his tally today, I reckon. And like I said, just ran the park everywhere. There's a reason he's the man of the match today, and there's a reason Jurgen Klopp rates him.
Can you stop trying to sell him to Liverpool?
Yeah. What are you doing?
Your Scouse mates. Your little infiltrator.
He's going to sell bloody Bowen and Cuzzy Craig.
He's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. They can keep him in. He's not going anywhere.
Trying to sell our players to your Scouse cousins.
I'll give him his rating. I'll give him my first ever 10. I'll give him a 10 for today. If he'd have got a hat trick, I'd say comfortable 10. but I'll give him a 10 just because of today. He never fails to impress me, and today he showed it.
Okay, right. I'm going to just give mine, then we will get to the comments. You know, Kieran's, once again, he said it. You know, yes, he missed some chances, but he was in the position to take to have those chances. And it was actually Fornals that fed the other ball into him when he did hit the bar. So he scored 2 goals. They were the only goals of the game. And, you know, technically he got a hat-trick because his shot went in, but yeah, whatever. I just think all round his work rate, he's you know, he seems to be this season more skillful in regards to his dribbling. It's tighter dribbling rather than sort of powerful. He can do that as well, but he seems to have that little jinky. He's added that to his game. You know, we was all saying maybe 6 weeks ago he just needs to score more goals, and he's been doing that of late. So, you know, I think all round, yeah, he could have. And like I said, I don't want to focus on the negatives. We say, oh, he could have had, but hold on a minute, he did actually score the 2 goals that mattered. So I'll give him a 9. You know, there's got to be room for a 10, and that would be a hat trick and blah. So yeah, I'll give him a 9 out of 10. And you know, he's been phenomenal for West Ham this season. Let's see what people in the chat are saying. One sec. Okay, no, I've gone the wrong way. Traore is okay. All right. Hammer's head says Traore's pants, mate. Like I said, everybody's got their opinion, and I love that. But I love Traore, and he would work for West Ham. Max, they needed to save the day. Yeah, they needed you. Imagine that. Yesterday they couldn't wait to get rid of you, and today they needed you to try and compete with Stuart. Loving a new Roy, loving a new profile picture. Pants. I rarely disagree with you, Peach, but Traore is crap. Peach? I disagree with you, Peach.
Peachy boy.
Cheers, Arsenal Fan TV. Listen, I understand some people's thing of Troy.
He's always going to be Titch, isn't he? He's always going to split opinions.
Yes. Yeah, always. He will.
Some people love him, some people hate him.
You look at his
stats. And the people that hate him will throw up his stats.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, or assist. Yeah. So I understand that, but I look at his potential, man, and I look at him I just vision him in a West Ham shirt. He would be amazing for us. I can tell you that now. Trust me.
Yeah, down the wing.
Yeah, so you know what? Same way I said last week on Leeds, I can understand why you know that goal. You feel it shouldn't have stood, but I'm telling you, if I was VAR, for instance, I would have let that goal. That goal would have stood. So it's all about opinions. But I do understand people, even if they're going against mine. Sometimes I can understand your opinion. Cheers. Also, you know, I actually miss you lot sometimes. See, we missed you today. No, if we spent 30 minutes on Sufa, people would saying the same about him. Nah, man, he was good from the get-go, Hammerhead. Sufal hit the ground running. Bowen's on fire. 8.5 from Hammerhead. Sorry, I forgot that we're rating. We've literally got Cams, Kieran... okay, we've read that one already. Morning, Darren. Thank you for joining. Epic says, I give Bowen a 6. Epic, please. You know, like I said, can you explain why you gave him a 6? It's probably because he missed the chances. Yeah, I reckon it's because he missed the chances. Right, how Darren are you a friend? Hello, Darren. Lee gave Bowen a 9. I'm going to play Lee's video in a minute. Bowen surely deserves... Okay, yes, right. So, before we get any further, you two, what do you think about that comment? Bowen... sorry, you reminded me as well. Bowen surely deserving of an England call-up. What are you two's thoughts on that comment?
I've been saying this for a long time. Been saying it for a long time. And like you said, we need 3 players and 3 players from us in an England squad to win the World Cup. Bowen, Rice, who's next? I can. You know, all right. Just before Kieran goes, you know that there's a player who's playing in Japan. He's now playing in the 4th division. He's still playing as a pro, and he's like 58 or something like that, and he's playing professional. So, Gareth, call me. I've got many years left. Never too late. What about you, Kieran? What do you think? What do you say to Hammerhead's comment?
You look back some of the players he's brought into that squad, Southgate. Bowen's pissed it all over them. You know what I mean? Of course he should get the call up. We're not saying he's going to be a first team starter for England, but he should be in a squad. And they should be getting a bit of game time with it. He should be having that chance to impress. I don't like Southgate because he seems to have too many fucking favourites for me. Instead of picking the best team for the job or the best squad for the job. He just sticks with his little mate. So, but I think he's done enough at this point to warrant a call up. The next time England play, wherever they got friendlies and international black, I mean, that boy should get a look. Of course he should. Crazy.
Would you say an England call up for Jarrett Bowen is a double-edged sword in respect, like basically?
I don't want to go there.
Right. So he goes to England, and he's got more attention on him. But if he don't get called up, then in his mind he might feel maybe if I was at a bigger club. Do you understand what I'm saying? Then I would get the call up. So I just think either way, it's like it's a very techie one as to what would be best for West Ham in regards to his international career. Because when they go there, he starts rubbing shoulders with the so-called stars and potentially get your head turned and blah blah blah. And if you don't get the call up, then maybe, like I said, he might think, oh, if I was at Liverpool or Chelsea or whatever, would I get that call up? So it's a tough one. That is really obviously.
I don't want him to go to England just out of being completely selfish. I don't want him to get injured with England.
Exactly.
We've had it with Rice. We lost Dean Ashton. We've had it with Lanzini. Don't want him to play there because I know there's more potential to get injured. And I'd rather he didn't. But on a personal note for him, I hope he does get called up and good luck to him.
He deserves it though, Hammerhead. He definitely deserves it. Right, so James Bond. Exactly. Yeah, runs through walls for us, takes every knot, and then gets injured for them, and that was what cost us Champions League place. Him, Ogbonna, and Antonio being injured. Right, Bowen, my man of the match, 8.5, but it was a close thing. I think that's with 4 hours, I think. Same as me. Saw Bowen holding his thigh, and it sent shivers down my spine. Is that because you thought he's injured, or just because it was a fight time? I think it was...
on that note, for having that something, he did pull up a little bit near the end of the game. I don't know if you noticed, Cam or Jet. He did pull up a little bit, and he was holding his leg. He was holding his leg, and I was going, ooh.
Yes,
right near the end.
Because I heard them say, he don't go down easily, the commentator. And then he got up and I hope it ain't. Hopefully it was like a dead leg or something or whatever.
Yeah, it was just nothing. Yeah.
Right. Wally gave Bowen a 9. Greedy Hammerette, she's the thighs. She's the thigh. She loves the thighs. The most reliable mot you have given all night, least. Yep. The disabled team. Give him something that he likes to make him happy. I'm being good here. Bowen to get 15 plus goals in the Prem this year. Hammerhead, what's he on currently?
That's a shout.
This is why I need you lot. What's he on currently, Hammerhead? And it was a bit of a slow burner, but now, Roy says Bowen, man of the match. He gave him a 10, so he agrees with Cam's.
At least I'm not the only one. I was starting to doubt myself then.
Watch this. So Hammerhead says, sorry, didn't realise I said Peach. I blame the early starts. Don't worry, that's no problem. Yeah, because I thought he was in the chat. I was like, Peach. Let's call Titch Peach from now. Yes, Epic. Elaborate. Yeah, so Epic. Yeah, please. Only because it's that is completely different to everybody else's. So yeah, elaborate on why you gave him a 6. Not that no one can tell you what you wanted, but yeah, there has to be a reason for that. Because it's okay, compared to what everybody else has done. That's
I just think his six is upside down.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe he's no way should Bowen be called up for pointless friendlies. He needs to put his feet up and get some. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but he definitely, over Sancho and all them players. Like he's been pulling up trees in the Premier League. They haven't even been playing in that. So he definitely, even for that reason alone, he deserves it. Now he's adding goals. Southgate, you're just trying to keep the so-called big cities happy. Yeah, exactly. I don't like Southgate. I don't even rate Gareth Southgate at all. Listen, just quickly. We're at home. It's a final. We're all over Italy. We've scored in 2 minutes, whatever it is, right? They're tired. How the hell do we go to extra time and don't have no more shots on target? And going into the tournament, everyone was speaking about, our attacking prowess and our attacking option, not so much the defence. He didn't utilise them, and we had one shot on target in 120 minutes against Italy, and we started that game. He could have went for the throat, and we could have been 2 or 3-0 up at half time. He's shit, and I was saying that before. Sorry for my language. He's a rubbish manager. Seriously, bad.
I felt that way in the World Cup when we was at Croatia.
Joke.
We played.
Yeah, he's an idiot, man.
Against Croatia.
Another FA puppet. Right, here we go. This is interesting because I asked the other day, and I thought I was being a bit presumptuous. I'm saying, does he not qualify for one of the other British, but like I said, if your grandparents ain't, then you can't. But Trevor Davis, thank you for joining. He said Bowen should play for Wales. Does he qualify for Wales? Because when I said that the other day, I was thinking, like I said, it's like, I'm just taking for granted that he might have a Scottish, Welsh or Irish grandparent. So is there any substance to that, Trevor? Because you specified...
It sounds like a Welsh surname, so...
Yeah.
Bowen.
Let me know, Trevor, please, because that's a good shout. Like, as in, I did mention that the other day, but then I thought maybe just don't qualify, and then it's England or nothing for him. Right. About time you saw some sense. Sorry, we will get to the last player. He says hello. Thank you for joining, Trevor. James, we're going to get to obviously one more player. Peach, when is the football camp reopening? The next one is whenever your half term is. So that'll be the next one, Max. Bowen, 8 goals so far. Oh, thank you. Sorry, Darren. So he scored 8 already, and someone said, will he get 15? In the form he's in, the way West Ham's playing, and we've still got 17 league games. 15 is realistic. It definitely is. It's realistic. He's getting, in goals.
Just over halfway through the season, and he can't play there. So,
exactly.
Possible,
Oh gosh, who's seen the video of Haaland singing while playing? The guy is just built different, and it's funny. People talk about he's not good at interviews, and he's just very awkward and singing. Hammerhead, who called 2-0? And Fab's man of the match. He has smug look. Okay. Oh, is that what James? Did you say 2-0 as well? I know Kieran said 2-0, and he said Bowen man of the match. And he also said West Ham have a goal ruled out by VAR. So Kieran was like Mystic Schmeg.
Mystic Meg.
Mystic Schmeg. Southgate never got us to the final players. Yeah, exactly. I said the same thing, Roy. I did say the same thing at the time as well. Right. Here we go. Trevor's.
Yeah. Didn't he, in the final?
Yeah, exactly. You fool. Rice can run, and you took him off. That's what I'm saying. The guy's an idiot. Right. Trevor said, yes, I think so. By the way, his dad Sam was a fantastic talent. That could have been. Ah.
Right.
Okay. That was yesterday, Titch. Yeah. So you must have said that in our little preview thing. So James said, yeah. Oh, yeah, he must have done. So James said 2-0 as well. And he said Fab's man of the match. So he got the score right. Right, you lot. Let me... I said 3-1. Disabled team said West Ham by 3 clear goals. Nearly. Right, let's go to this. We made 2 subs, but only 1 was enough time. Sorry. There we go. I lost my... there he is. King Arthur Masuaku. Kieran, let's go.
How many minutes was he on for? 15?
He came on 78, so 12 and maybe 5. Yeah, 15 or 17 minutes. 15 minutes actually, yeah. 3 minutes.
There was 5 minutes at a time. 17.
I think we saw the best and the worst of him in that little cameo. He was getting down the wing, right? The first one, he gets right, just smashed the ball across the box, and he skies it over the bloody bar onto the running track. And you think, oh, Massa, come on, son, you're better than that. And then the next one, when it went to him, I think, I might put it across first time, just smack it across first time. No, he took a touch, and then Bowen had to put the handbrake on, didn't he? Try not to be offside. But he finds him, and he gets an assist. He's done his job. lucky
Yep.
enough, because I think it was dead level, them two. When I looked at that screen, it looked like they were dead level. So he got, I was saying, it was the best of worst of Masuaku. People were still slagging him off because of the first thing, but won't give him any credit probably for getting the assist in the end, like I do.
Yep.
So for his little time he was on there, I'll give him a 6.5.
6.5. Cams, Masuaku.
As soon as I seen him getting ready to come on, I kind of knew he wasn't getting replaced for Creswell, if you know what I mean. I knew he wasn't going to be left back.
Yeah,
I had a feeling he was going to get pushed high up today, and which I were right, like he did. The link up with him and Creswell was beautiful. I've got to say, I loved seeing that. It was quality. Some of the overlaps and just some of the little 1-2s, little 4-nows in the middle as well. The triangles, beautiful. I loved it. The assist leading up to Bowen, we've got to say, we all thought it was offside. Let's be honest. How many of you thought it was offside? I'll put my hands up.
I didn't. I swear down. I didn't. Straight away, I was like, nah, man.
Until I seen the first replay, I was like, oh, that's well offside that. And then he flipped it at a different angle, and you could see that he timed it perfect where Aaron stuck his leg out and he's played it behind him, and it was just perfect the way it's worked out. And the assist was quality. 2-0. Hang on. So I'll give Masuaku a 7. From the second he came on, I didn't really see him put a foot wrong, and I thought he looked sharp attacking today.
Well, I did see him put a foot wrong because he put that cross over the top.
He was rusty.
I must have missed that.
I want to change mine to 7. To be fair,
Yeah.
you know what Sam just said just reminded me of that little bit of link-up play. He done all right, mate. He done all right. It was just in my head that first cross he put in. I went, oh, Master,
Yeah.
please. Come on. But no, 7's fair. 7's fair.
Right, so, I've said all along, we understand he's not the best left back, but I've also said if you play him as a left attacking midfielder or left forward, he will create, he will get assist, and, I'm going to say much respect for Arthur Masuaku today, right? He was brought on as a forward player, and clearly we needed a second goal. He provided the assist for the second goal. So what everybody else couldn't do before he came on the pitch in regards to, getting that crucial goal, he provided that. Like I said, man, I know people have made up their opinions on that, but just look at him as a footballer rather than as a Premier League left back. And he could do a good... If you played him 38 games a season as a left forward or left attacking midfielder, I can guarantee you he'd probably score 5 goals and he'd probably get about 8 to 10 assists. And that's not bad. Like I said, to come on and only get 15 minutes and you're known as a defender, but yet you popped up with the assist, you got to give him credit, a lot of credit, man. So 7 was always in my head. He gets a 7 and, he wasn't on long, but the impact he had got us over the line. So Arthur gets a 7 from me, no doubt. Right, let me check the comments. 1 second. Okay, right, here we go. Let's rate Yarmo. Right, Masuaku gets -99. Hammerhead, I want a real rating. I know you don't like it. Masuaku, a younger version of Davido. Masuaku is useless. A 2. Come on, you lot, man. This guy just got us the crucial assist. Trevor Bowen, Hammerhead. The reason why Masuaku Creek goal went in because he didn't know what a back post assist exists, and that was shown when he came on and crossed the ball pants. You lot just don't like him. So I think whatever he does, you lot are you've made your mind up. Lee gave him a 6. Yes, happy. Roy says, I can't forgive him for the previous game. No, Roy, alright, forget all of that and just give us your view on, let's say he was a new player, he's just come on the pitch. What would you rate him?
What about the
That's how you should do ratings, just, game by game. So when our heroes or, Fornals is not at his best, people will mark him low. I know some people, Ben Rama could score 3 own goals and they'd still give him a 10 out of 10. But I'm saying, generally, you just rate players game by game. Right. Here we go. Arthur tried that same dink that fooled the Chelsea game, but this time, it went north, exactly. But he was okay with assist. Yes, James Bond gave a 7. Me and James is on the same page for a lot of these ratings today.
I must have missed. I don't think I've seen that shot. I must have missed him.
Right, hey, epic! I know you're having a laugh, but Masuaku 9. I'm accepting that as the truth, as a matter of fact from you. And best player on the pitch today. He played his part. He played his part for West Ham. He played his part. Epic.
I love it. You gave Bowen a 6.
Yeah, and
I would love.
I'm taking it.
Roy's probably at his house, like losing it. Like, Epic, you gotta be trolling. Like, he's fucking having a laugh. You mean Sam Bowen, happy hammerhead, right? Okay, right. So, we're gonna go on to the last West Ham. Forget Yarmolenko because he didn't. That's not long enough. And I don't want you not bullying him. Right, let's go to.
Yarmolenko, he played.
Yeah, that's not long enough, man. That's not. He come on like 88 minutes, man.
Yeah,
what about?
He had a shot off the back. He could have scored that. To be fair, it weren't bad.
Yeah, I'll give him a 6.
What about?
I'll
5.
give Yarmo a 6. We'll do him.
I give him a 5, average. What about Moyes for today's? Let's take into consideration we played on Sunday, and let's take into consideration obviously Noble and Souček wasn't available. Fredericks weren't on the bench, so maybe he's got COVID as well. So yeah, just taking that into consideration, what would you rate Moyes, Kieran, for today's performance?
He's solid today, mate. I think he didn't do anything wrong today. I think it's still brave to throw Creswer in and not just have him on the bench and keep with Johnson. That would have been the safe thing to do, and he didn't. He brought him in. He gave him a full game, which is great to see, and he was like he'd never been missing. That was good. He had to then adapt, but not having Souček. So, and he brings Lanzini in, which I wanted to see. I wanted to see Lanzini there, and I think it worked. I mean, especially against a team that we had to sort of break down as well. I think that really worked. I don't think we really needed 2 defensive midfielders. And Souček, it gives you more in the air. That's the only difference. And I think the reason we took so many short corners today is because Souček was missing. And Lanzini, Rice, really well. He got that right. He got Creswell right because Creswell crosses. My God, we could have had another 3 goals because of him. And I think he recognised Vlasic weren't quite on it. He brings Masuaku on, and he gets an assist that gets the goal that kills the game instead of any last-minute upsets, So I think everything right today. Well, you've got to give him an 8.5. 8.5 is super.
8.5. For David William Moyes. Cams, what are you saying for Moyes?
Good game plan. I'm really happy with Moyes today, actually. Like I said, he switched it up a bit. We didn't play the same as how we normally do against the big teams, which is what we shouldn't do, because how we play against big teams doesn't work against smaller teams. I've explained it enough times. The substitutions he made, I'd say, were spot on. Bringing Yarmolenko on for Antonio straight after Antonio missed a sitter, let's be honest. I think that was probably necessary and needed, even though it went for long. Masuaku came straight on, got his assist. And that was probably also a good switch, like Kieran said. Vlasic's time was up. Like, he wasn't really doing much today. Like I said, he worked hard, Vlasic, but not enough. Creswell coming in as well. It was a surprise to see him. And Moyes obviously felt like he was ready, so he didn't put a foot wrong today. Creswell, did he at all? And I love seeing him, and I love his left foot. Aaron Creswell's left foot is magic. Honestly, I love it. So I'll give David Moyes an 8 as well. So the game plan was boss. We spent most of the game in the second half, so 8 for David Moyes.
I'm going to put out a question to everybody, including you two. Yeah, I would give him. I'm going to give him 8.5 as well because, I never once overlooked Norwich. I don't overlook any Premier League team, and these are the games that we struggle with, and I just think he got his tactics spot on. So I'm going to give him 8.5. But what I'm going to do is, and then we'll get to the comments, I'm going to ask you lot, why did he not play Johnson over Soufal? Because he was on the bench. And do you feel now that Soufal has now got the right back spot back? And if so, you understand, like, what's his thought process? Because Johnson's clearly fit because he was on the bench. So if you're getting David Moyes' mind, why has Soufal got back in and at the expense of Johnson? So yeah, you two, and then I'll get to the comments regarding Moyes.
I think it could be just squad rotation.
But he doesn't rotate though, does he? Normally, he don't normally rotate.
No, but you might see this as a game that Soufal will get more down that wing. We are a more attacking team when Soufal's playing than Johnson. Johnson is a more solid right back, but he gives us more go forward. And like I said earlier, Soufal spent most of the time in their half. And I don't think you'll get that with young Johnson, because I think he's more of a right back person, where Soufal was quite happy. And we scored a goal from Soufal, an assist again.
Yep.
He's got, since he's turned up, the only two players got more assists for him as a fullback is Robertson and Arnold from Liverpool.
Yep.
He's got 10 assists. So I think that's why Moyes, he wanted a bit more go forward on the right, because he knew we'd have to break them down. This isn't one of the teams coming at us. If it was one of a Liverpool or a Man City or one of them teams that are coming at us, I think Johnson might get the nod, because he's more of a defensive right back than Soufal is. But because we were going to have more of the ball, because we're going to be attacking more, Soufal comes in. And I would say one thing. Do you know that old Cuzzy Cress?
Yeah.
His worst cross of the night ended up being a goal. Because it ended up with Soufal.
Oh yeah, it was.
And Bowen heads it in, and that was his worst cross of the night.
He meant that cross. It was just a switch of play. Like, he meant that 100%.
That's what it was.
He meant this goal. 100%.
Right, let me acknowledge this special guy.
I'd agree with Kieran though. I'll agree with Kieran. Squad rotation, that's all it's down to. That's why Johnson wasn't there today. Soufal was out with injuries and COVID. We had both our first team starting fullbacks starting today. And both of them put in a shift and played a good game, I'd say.
Sorry, Cam. Frankie, big up yourself. Big up your brother, Charlie Boy. And look at this. He's at MSG about to watch the New York Knicks. Who are they playing? Just wanted to pop in and say we are fucking massive. Thank you for tuning in. And clearly I've never been to a basketball game, but it must be a good atmosphere at basketball, and it's at MSG as well. Who are the Knicks playing, Frankie? And make sure you tell your brother. Everybody at Hammers Fans United says hello. Let me check.
You're absolutely spot on as well. We are massive, absolutely massive.
Yeah, man.
Mahusiv. Yarmolenko did better than Masuaku. 6, great skill to beat this fella show. Look at these, you lot are
That's what I agree with you there, Hammerhead, about my CMAs.
He's doing it, he's trolling now, he's got to be. Yarman would have got the same rating, however he long on the pitch, to be fair. See, they're giving Yarman the same as Masuaku. You lot have made up your minds.
I don't think Yarmolenko were that bad. There was a few frustrating moments, but I don't think he was that bad. He kept the ball well. He could have scored straight away as soon as he came on. He made a good little decision there to switch and shoot. That could have been a goal.
Right, I've just seen a name. Hold on. Yarmolenko play where Roy gave him a 9. Get out of here, Roy. Hammerhead 7.5. Oh, Moyes 7.5. Right. I don't know who this is. Greetings as Titch and Davido. Unless this is Davies, which I doubt. He's private. So somebody, I don't know who that is. Somebody's just named their thing.
That is funny.
Yeah, somebody's... as long as you're not in here to troll, thanks for the username. Huh?
Well,
what do you say, Kieran? Yeah, Titch and
Davido. Sounds like a magic act.
Yeah. But yeah, whoever you are, you're clearly not Titch or Davido, but thank you for the for naming your channel or changing your channel name, whoever you are. But seriously, hi Frankie, Titch and Davido. Moyes gets a 10 from Lee. Lee's definitely had his chocolate milk or whatever makes him happy.
Yeah, Lee, he'll be getting another 10 at the weekend, mate, when we play you again.
Oh, he's going to change that now. He's going to take the 1 away after you said that. That's what Moyes... Yama did okay for those 2 minutes, but Moyes gets a 10 from James Bong as well. I love Moyes, but it takes too long to make substitutes. 6.5. I don't think we had a lot to... there weren't much on the bench either. And the one that he did do, he got an assist. He got an assist. So, yeah, I think he got everything right today. Moyes did well tonight. Should Krezoff have played the full 90 though, in your opinion? Davido Moyes. Right, I don't even know who that is, but yes, Titch. I wondered about Johnson. Yeah, so sorry, that means we're a little behind, but Happy's, she same question as I had about why, is he now reclaimed his place. Did you see the ref? Yeah, I did. AFCON, he blew the whistle for the full time in the 85th and then the 89th minute. So Kieran, and basically Tunisia played Mali. Mali was winning 1-0 only because one of our coaches, Ben, he told me when we got to football. Then Ben didn't mention the 85th. He just said basically the ref blew the whistle on 89 minutes 45 seconds, even though there was 2 or 3 VAR checks for penalties and whatnot, right? So he's blown early, like before 90 minutes, right? Maybe twice as well, 85 and 89. Then the Tunisian manager's in a press conference, and then someone has told him, you need to go back out on the pitch and play the last 3 minutes. And he's like, no, we're not going back out there. So that just makes the AFCON like, the laughing stock of world football. Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy.
I did hear one thing. So did you hear the commentator? Ben
no,
Rama
I didn't watch it.
And he missed the sitter.
Yeah, I saw that. I did see that.
I haven't seen it, but I heard he missed the sitter.
Yeah, I saw that today. They showed it on Sky Sports, and yeah, it was. I mean, it was bad. It was, he's probably level the penalty spot, unobstructed. I think they might have had a play on the line. The keeper was, at the far post, so he's got the whole goal to aim at, and he kicked it well wide. It was bad miss. He came on 84 minutes as well. Johnson being rested and had a stinker last game, says Hammerhead. That was against Leeds. Don't forget, this is Sufa and Krez got together last year. That's what Kieran has said. Only Arnold and Robertson together got more. That's what I'm saying. So maybe... Right, who are we going? Who's this? Come on, Tits. Take off the hood. What's going on back there? Who is that, man?
Oh, dear.
I guess someone will usually be someone that shows us strength at right back.
I agree with that as well, actually, because we are pretty stocked for fullbacks at the minute, like comfortably stocked at fullbacks. I rate every single fullback that we have. Obviously, Fredericks has his downtimes and whatever, but that's why I'm not so disappointed about Lucas Dean. Are we really going to pay 25 mil for Lucas Dean when we've got fullbacks?
No, not for that price.
Exactly. I think he's an asset as well, Frederick. He's just a great backup to have. I'm happy to have him there.
He is.
And like I say, if you can get Johnson playing on left to cover Creswell, it's just we'd like. The only reason that you would buy a left back, I think, at the moment, we probably need one eventually for Creswell, because we need one that can do what Creswell does, and that gives you that attacking threat with the ball. I think Dina might be more suited to that than young Johnson playing on the left.
Yeah,
Johnson is showing he can play on the left, but I'm pretty sure we're all more comfortable when he's on the right.
Yeah, for sure.
Right, Hammer says, bring out AFCON players home. It's all it is a fucking con. Listen, the fact that you blew the whistle before full time, you could have got a man out of the stand and said, oh, you're reffing today, mate. And one thing he will get right is 90 minutes. So the fact that you're an official ref just makes you question everything, and it's farcical, and it's not a good look for that competition. That's crazy.
What's the insinuation? It's just bad refereeing, or it's all bent?
Yeah, that's what. You'd have to look at. Yeah, you've got to look at it like that, because that doesn't make no sense.
If certain people are getting paid certain amount.
But to do that, and the thing is, someone might have put money on, a syndicate, the referee playing less than, I don't know, but yeah, that's crazy. I don't get it. I don't get that at all. He's been paid off for Mali to win, and he thought, you know what? He's getting nervous. They've had 2 VARs for penalties or 3, and he's like, nah, and he's panicked. Like something's going on there, because that don't make no sense at all. It's bad. Kieran, okay, let's see. They changed their name. Kieran the mascot. What a geezer. So,
that's someone we know, isn't it?
But I don't think you can change your name twice that quick. Maybe you can. So I'm assuming there's no way they're going to comment. They can't comment at the same time.
Huh? the other comment still has the same name on it. Wouldn't that have changed as well?
Yeah, because because that was first, then they would have changed the name to this. Guaranteed, you won't see two of their comments right next to each other at the same time because they've just changed their account name. But is that Budgie? Nah, them lot didn't even know Kieran was a mascot, so it won't be Budgie. What is going on here? It's funny. Right, so we have actually been on hour and 45. Kieran, we spoke about this already, but after today's performance, now we've got players missing. Are you confident going into the Leeds game on Sunday?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We've had the dress rehearsal, haven't we, against Leeds? And it was fairly comfortable. They didn't show much up front. They've lost, I think, talking to Stewie there, I think they've lost 3 players since that as well. I think that Furpo's 50-50, that Greenwood came off at half time. I think he's out. And I think that Llorente is on a suspension. So, why wouldn't we feel confident at home again? You know, I could see it being a bigger score this time because and nice to have Creswer back. That gives you even more threat. So yeah, very confident about Leeds. I think Leeds will be worried about that game.
I'm a lot more confident after today. I'll tell you that. I wasn't before kickoff today. I'll tell you that. I wasn't really too confident over today either. But the players they're missing with injuries and suspensions, we need to take advantage of that. We're starting to get our players back now. Zuma could make an appearance Sunday and all. So I'm fairly confident.
On Sunday? That quick?
Sunday,
That close.
I thought it was they saying February instead of March he's back, but you're saying maybe this week. Or
No.
let me put that there. What? I don't know if that's the talk. Like I said, I don't look into that too much, but yeah, that would shock me. Who's the wind-up merchant? Come on, Leeds says. All right, so Leeds says, "Come on, Leeds." Obviously. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that game's gonna go. But once again, I just think the first goal. I've said it for the FA Cup game. I felt it today as well. The first goal is crucial. If West Ham get it, then we should have a positive result. That's what I would say. Good luck to you, Lee, next week and for the rest. Yeah, exactly. Not Sunday. After that, Leeds win every single game. That's my hope. But not so. If we're all wishing you Leeds, Lee, we want you to win every game apart from Sunday. Surely you want West Ham to win on Sunday.
But yeah, double lead game. We could especially on this channel with the relationship with disabled team and Lee, and that's why when I was on West Ham Random Chat earlier, when I caught Peach singing Bamford songs, and I'm saying not now, not this week, Peach, not this week, mate, not this week.
Oh, actually, let's just show why. Lee says no. Right, 1 second. Good night, all you gorgeous people. Badly needs it. Thanks for tuning in, James. And yeah, I'll see you, or we'll see you next time. Lee says no. This leads me to believe that Lee definitely wants West Ham to win. 1 second. Yeah.
Antonio!
See?
Absolutely
Leeds.
begging electrically.
Yeah, so, and after that, if you let us have the 3 points, Lee, me, Kieran and Cams will come on here, and every other Leeds game, we'll sing a song for Rafinha. We'll make up a song. So if you let us have the 3 points, Lee, and then we're going to cheer you lot on for every game after that. Is that a deal, Lee? Let's see.
Let us have the 3 points first.
Yeah, I think he's agreed to it. TD have made me like Leeds a bit. Yeah, just not on Sunday. Other than that, good night, Mr. Bong. Yeah. So, anything more to say from you guys, Kieran or Cams, before we go?
No, it's another comfortable win, really, wasn't it? Apart from about 10 minutes. Lovely 3 points. And as I've said, with these games coming up, we can keep putting points on the board. We've still got Newcastle to come, Leeds, Newcastle, Southampton. They're possible games to get points from. The only hard one amongst these games coming up is Man United, and we don't know what you're getting from them. So that's a possibility to get something out of that as well. So yeah, I always wanted when we had this run of games, Palace, Leeds, Norwich, or Palace, Norwich, Leeds. I thought we got a great chance of taking 9 points.
Yeah.
And we've got 6, and we've got a very depleted team to play on at the weekend. So why not? Why not? Can it not be 9? It can be. So I'm hoping.
I forgot to state in this stream, you lot, that was the first time this season that we've won 4 games in a row as well.
No, right.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it's only because they said it during the match.
Yeah.
Is it the first Prem game in a while? I think it was 11. I'm not sure that we've kept a clean sheet as well.
See what I'm saying? So yeah,
it is. Yeah,
it was a good performance.
Yeah. It's December last time we kept a clean sheet.
Just a bit.
Yeah, and
right.
I picked the 2 clean sheets in the last week. Not bad, eh?
Yeah, exactly, and the correct score. Right, this is someone who's now a Burnley. Come on, you Clarets. How is everyone? Whoever you are, we're all good. Thank you for joining, whoever you are. But yeah, we're good. Thank you.
Nice colour, that claret.
Clarets.
God, I wonder what he thinks of Woods going to Newcastle. Jesus, that's a bit of a nail in the coffin for them.
Yeah. What do you think about that? Come on, you Clarets, or Titch and Davido, or Kieran the mascot? Hello, how is it? We're all good. Night, Mr. Lanzini. Boom, boom. Hi, Clarets. Boom. Yeah. So, thanks for tuning in. We will be back. I don't know what's next, but something will come up. Probably something. We might do the prediction show for the Leeds game, and yeah. So in the next few days, you'll see us. Oh, John's here, Cams. You'll see us back on your screens real soon. But yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. Big up, Andrew. Thanks for joining. But yeah, everybody, thanks for tuning in as always, and we will see you soon. Only one thing to say: Leeds on Sunday. Come on, your hands.
Come on,
Lee, make sure you're doing your come on your hands. But yeah, see you later, everyone.